host, Barrister Mrs. Esther Ehinosen, on this Ehe dynamic podcast where we dissect a lot of issues on marital issues, single lifestyle, building a godly and luxurious home, and of course, our parenting ethics. Today on parenting ethics, I'll be talking on teaching your boy child marriage goals. It's very imperative as parents in this dispensation, we train our children and teach them marital goals. Just as I usually mentor, teaching our children things about marriage must not come from, must not start from when they are maybe have graduated from school, from university, and all those they have started working and all those. It starts from infancy. That's when they have to know these things, internalize it. It becomes their habits, it becomes their attitude, it becomes their character, and ultimately it becomes their lifestyle. This is when some of these virtues, good moral ethics, can be interwoven into their lifestyle, into their spirit, and they build a successful home. Number one, as parents, we should help them start setting goals to be responsible. Responsibility does not come with age. From what I find out from analysis and from my counseling marriage couples, you find out that those that you even feel they're supposed to be responsible, they are not responsible because they don't really understand what it means to be responsible. So responsibility is of God. Our God is a responsible God. He keeps to his words, he keeps to his bonds, and whatsoever he said he will do, he will do. So we must train our children this from infant stage. As they are growing up, they have to know how to be responsible. Their actions, their character, their mannerism, they need to be responsible to their wife, to whoever they are supposed to be responsible to at that point in time. It is imperative. Then talking about responsibility, we'll move on to accountability. Accountability and responsibility, they are related. I can say they are five and six because they are connected to each other. Please, by all means, train up, teach, mentor, educate your boy child how to be accountable for his actions, for his decisions. Let them know at this stage anything that they are taking as decision is a seed, and as they are growing, they are going to harvest it. Let them know, let it sink into them. So when they get into marriage, they will not go galvanizing, and all these negative trends will not follow them and go into marriage. Before then, they'll be responsible and they'll be accountable for their decisions. If a child knows that every decision he's taking, there's consequences, there's negative outcome, there's positive outcome at that stage, you're grooming him at that stage, and he's growing with it. So his sense of reasoning, his sense of belonging needs to be there. Then number three, try as much as possible to mentor them to be domesticated. Like I said, it's a series of episodes. You have to train your boy child too to be domesticated. Don't always leave the boys out. Maybe the girls are the ones to sweep the house, wash the plate, join you in cooking, going to market. No, the tables have turned. The times have changed. So the times that we are now is domesticated roles need to be given to the boy child and to the girl child. Train them to go to the market, train them to cook, train them to be versatile. Even as boys, you never can tell. They can grow up to use these things as a side career, as a side business, as a side job. Talking about cooking, the best of chefs all over the world are men. So when they are good at cooking from that stage, they can open up restaurants, they can start becoming international chefs, they can do it as part-time. The world that we are going now does not only require us to have just one profession. That is where the world is going to. So let's just start arming these children, and nothing stop you from letting your children to start becoming a chef even at that stage. To know how to bake, to know how to cook at that stage. Let them become financial independence even from that stage. This comes from it. So the next one, let us look at trying to make them to be God fearing. Teach them how to pray, teach them how to talk to God, teach them how to discern the spirit. At that stage, don't say, it's too early. No, From infancy, start. Give them goals. Give them age-appropriate goals. Give them age-appropriate tasks. Supervise them. By so doing, they are growing up to internalize all these things. And when they get marriage, it comes flawlessly. It becomes internalized. So it's not a burden to them. It's not something that is so strenuous to them to do. And you find out that their marriage is going and they're happy. Look, if every family is intentional about it, have you think of it? Just reason about it. The kind of marriage we will see, the kind of homes we'll start seeing. Good things will be happening in our homes. So I don't want to let this video to be that long because this aspect is going to be in series. There are so many other things that we will need to know how to teach our boy child in formulating goals, how they'll become reasonable adults and successful adults in future. So thank you so very much. For those of us that have been liking, sharing, commenting on this podcast, I'm giving you all out. Thank you so much. That's the encouragement that I need, and also giving it back to you. And I want to see more of your testimonials. Thank you for writing them. Until I see you next time, be good to yourself. Stay prayerful. God bless you. Bye.